Have you ever been playing a pattern or a rhythm and your hands are doing just fine until you start to think about what you're doing and then your hands fall apart? Well, today's drill addresses just that. Let's go. Now, before I get to this week's drill, I want to introduce a new feature for Tic-Tac Taiko 2.0, companion videos. So this video will be on the shorter side. It will have the drill, variants of the drill, and explanations on how to play them. And then the companion video, which I will link below, will be longer. It will have many versions played for long periods of time at different tempos so that anyone who's interested in the original drills can play along with me. I will be your partner. I will be your practice buddy, if you will. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but I want to let people know that this is a new thing. I may not do it always, but today is the first one. Okay, on to today's drill. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, sometimes your hands are doing a fine job and your brain starts to overthink and it gets involved and it messes things up. Today's drill is actually pretty simple, but it's designed to help your hands be trusted. And so that's why I'm calling it Trust Your Hands. So you have two patterns today, A and B. Pattern A sounds like this. So, re. All right, I'm going to play it twice through so you can hear how it sounds when it's cycled. So, re. You've got threes going on, and if I count it while I play it, you can hear them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And when I play it twice in a row, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So you've got 5 threes, which is 15, followed by 1. And 15 plus 1 is 16. So you've got all 16th notes playing with accents every 3. Pattern B is a little trickier, but it's just as easy when you break it down. It starts the same and it ends the same, but the middle is different. I'll play it slower once. So, re. And I'll cycle it through twice. So, re. Now that is 3 to start, and then you're going to do 4s with 1 at the end. 3 plus 3 4s, which is 12, gives you 15. With 1 at the end, 15 plus 1 is 16. Now, if that's too much and you're like, what? Don't worry. This is just how I think. This is how I make patterns and rhythms make sense to me. A, B is your ultimate goal for the first version of this drill. But it's better to practice A into B so that you don't forget what B sounds like by the time you get there. So here's A, B. So, re. All right? Now, A, B is actually easier in some ways than A-B, as long as you remember how B is supposed to go. A, B. So version 1 is A-B. Version 2 is A-B, which you actually did before version 1, but now you have both. Version 3 is A-B-B. Now, when you put two A's together, you play them normally. When you put an A and a B together, you play it normally. When you put two B's together, you can play them normally, but when I play them, I merge or melt them together. So two B's together will sound like this. I'm actually going to play 2 Bs and then 2 Bs so you can hear how they merge together and how they don't when they separate. So I think of having 2 Bs like skipping a stone. 1 B is like skipping a stone, splash, splash, thud. 2 Bs together is like splash, 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 thud. All right? A, B, B sounds like this. Now, the interesting thing here is that when you start to play more than 1 B, your brain isn't necessarily comfortable with the left hand playing that upbeat. It's playing the 4, 4, 4, and it wants to have a downbeat. It wants to have that comfort. But if your hands keep playing 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, even though it's on a syncopated note, your hands are fine. Your brain is trying to scream, no, 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 this doesn't feel comfortable. So this is where your brain and your hands have to learn to work together. And so the final version, which is version 4, is 4 Bs all melted together. And it'll sound like this. And 1. Now, without a metronome, your brain's going to want to shift that upbeat syncopation onto a downbeat. So when you're doing this, B, 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 B especially, it's really good to have a metronome just to assure your brain, no, 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 it's all good. The hands are good, you be quiet. And that brings us to the end of the first Trust Your Hands videos. I don't know if or when I'll make another one of these, probably will somewhere down the line, but I have found it's really, really hard to do a drill that specifically focuses on doing something tricky with the hands that your brain just has to let happen. There are drills where it does happen, but it's not ever the focus. So that's where today's video came in. Now, again, there's a companion video for this short drill video. I'm going to link it below. Please do check that out. If you liked what you saw today, let me know with a thumbs up. Whether you liked it or not, go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, keep practicing and be well.